Today we'll study about vaccine. In today's class, the definition of vaccine, the etymology of vaccine, definition of vaccine, and what is immunization and what is toxide, the common terms used to know the vaccines, that is the toxides and antisera, immunoglobulins. Okay, these much you study. Along with that, that is the classification of vaccine, that is active immunization, what is active immunization, what is passive immunization, and that is the what is primary immunization, secondary immunizations, and along with types of vaccine. Okay, that is a live attenuated vaccines, killed vaccine, polysaccharides, conjugate vaccines, and immunoglobulin vaccines, and that is the antitoxic vaccines. These we will study in today's class. Okay, now we will study, the first is the vaccine term, how it is derived, the etymology of the vaccine. That is the word vaccine is derived from the Latin word vacca. Okay, that vacca means, that is a, in Latin vacca means the cow. Okay, cow as a pox matter was used to create the word first vaccine. Okay, earlier, that is it is given to the cowpox. That's why the first vaccine is originated, that is the from the cow. That's why it is the name is given the vaccine, because of from the oka word. Okay, now the definition of the vaccine, the definition is a preparation that is used to stimulate the body immune response against disease is called vaccines. Okay, it means that is a preparation, a biological preparation that is used to stimulate the immune system, to stimulate the immunity in our body, this immune response against a particular disease, that is called as a vaccine. Okay, now that is vaccine, that is called as immunization. Now we will study the what is immunization, the process of giving vaccine to a person to protect them against the disease, that is called immunizations. Okay, immunization means the process, this is the process giving vaccine to the person to protect against the diseases, that is called as a immunization. And the next, we know the meaning, that is the toxides. What is called toxides here? The bacterial poisons, okay, called toxins, that is no longer active, okay, which is inactive, but remains the property of combining with or stimulating the formulation of antibodies, is called toxide. Okay, the toxide means that is the toxin that is no longer active. Okay, the toxicity, in that the toxicity is not there, but the capacity is to produce the increase the immunity or produce the formation of the antibodies, that is called as a toxide. Okay, it means the anything that is the toxicity is reduced, and reduced through the chemical process or through the thermal, by heating, that is toxicity is reduced, but that is helpful for the increasing of the antibodies. Okay, those are called as a toxides. Okay, now we will know the what is meaning of antisera. Okay, antisera or antiserum, a blood serum containing antibodies against specific antigen, injected to treat, protect against specific disease, is called antisera. Okay, it means it is a blood serum. Okay, that is the blood serum that containing antibody against specific disease or specific antigen, injected to treat a protest against the specific disease, is called antisera. Okay, it means that, okay, this is a passive immunity. What we are doing in this antisera, we are injecting the antigens, okay, the pathogens, that is the disease causing antigens we are injecting in the animals. Okay, from that animals we are separating the serum. We are separating the blood serum. That, okay, which blood serums? That is the disease containing the blood antigen we are injecting in the animals. That animals produce antibody against that antigens. Okay, after the producing that that antibody, we are collecting that blood serum. Okay, that serum we are collecting and injecting to the persons those who are suffering from that particular disease. Okay, antisera is a blood serum. Okay, that blood serum containing that antibody against specific antigens. Okay, injected to treat or protect against the specific disease is called antisera. Okay, antisera. And the next one, immunoglobulins. Okay, what is called immunoglobulins? Here, these are the human gamma globins that carry antibodies. Okay, same things, that is the immunoglobulins, also called as antibodies. Okay, antibodies. Here, the human gamma globins. It means that is the immune means immunity. Globins are the gamma globins. This is the protein. Okay, these carries the antibodies. Okay, these carry antibodies. Okay, whenever we are giving to the person those are suffering from particular disease, these immunoglobulins help for the increasing or protecting against the particular disease. Okay, this is about the immunoglobulins. Okay, now we'll study the classification of the immunization. Okay, the immunizing agents, the classification here, the classification is, that is the mainly it is categorized into two types, that is the active immunization and passive immunizations. Okay, what is active immunization? Stimulate the immune system to produce antibodies against the particular infectious agent, and it induce a long lasting immunity. Okay, active immunity means that is we are injecting the that is the pathogen or antigen in the persons. Okay, in the person the antibody is producing. Okay, in that person the antibody is producing, that is antibodies are helpful for the fighting against the disease. Okay, it means that is the stimulating the immune system, stimulate to produce the antibody. Okay, that is the we are giving the killed antigen, or that is the some parts of the antigens that is inactive, that we are injecting, and in that body the body start producing antibodies against the particular infectious agent. Okay, a particular disease, that is called as a active immunity. It means that in disease persons only we are giving, that is the in that person only the antibody is produced. Okay, that is called active immunity. Okay, this is the it is a long lasting immunity. It means in the active immunity is there, that is the it is long lasting for it for you for long time. Okay, the next one, passive immunity. Okay, passive immunity means that is the a process which individual receive antibodies from the another source rather than producing those antibodies on their own. Okay, here passive immunity means that is the person those we are giving the disease person, we are not giving the directly the antigens. Okay, the antigens we are giving to some other person or animal. Okay, that animal is produce antibody against that disease. Okay, that disease, and that disease that serum, or that is the that serum we are separating out and using that antibodies. It means that we are collecting the antibodies, and that is helpful for the protecting the disease. Okay, passive immunity and active immunity difference is that the difference is that active immunity means that is the person, the disease person only producing the antibodies, and passive immunity means the immunity, that is antigen we are injecting to the some animals. In that animals the antibodies are produced, that antibody produced serums we are taking and injecting in that persons. Okay, it means that the person is that is own antibodies are not producing, that some other source from others that is antibodies we are taking and injecting. Okay, this is a short term protection against the infectious disease. Okay, that's why it is called a process which individual receive antibody from another source. Okay, it means that person is not producing its own antibody, but some other source, the body, the antibodies we are taking and injecting. Okay, this is called as a passive immunity. Okay, now the another classification, that is the primary immunization and secondary immunization. Okay, primary immunization means it is a provide primary immunity. It provides primary immunity. Very commonly, usually it is given in children. Okay, this is the primary, means in the children's we are giving the immunity. Example is DPT vaccines. That's why it is called. That is the primary immunity. It provides primary immunity. That's why it is called primary immunity. Second is, that is the secondary immunity. Okay, it is done to strengthen the primary immunity. Okay, giving booster dose. Okay, that is the second dose, third dose, like that. It is a booster dose, giving the booster dose, that is called as a secondary immunity. Okay, this is about the primary and secondary immunity. Now we'll study the types of vaccines. The very commonly we are classifying, that is the active immunization and passive immunizations. Okay, here again the active immunization, again it is classified into, that is the first we will know the live attenuated vaccines. What is live attenuated vaccines? Okay, live, from that you know, that is a live, it is means that is introducing the attenuated strain which replicate in the host. It means that is the attenuated, means the virus or bacteria has been weakened to reduce the virulence, so it cannot cause the disease in healthy peoples. It means that live bacteria or virus, okay, we are, that is the pathogen or antigens, we are, that is the weakened, okay, weakened through the chemical process or through the heat, that is a weakened, that bacteria or virus is, or antigen we are injecting in the persons. That's why it is called as a live attenuated vaccine. Okay, it means that is the weakened the disease causing agent and injecting in the persons. That's why it is called live attenuated vaccines. The very common example is, that is a measles, mumps and rubella. These vaccines are the examples of the live attenuated vaccines. Okay, the second one is the killed vaccines or inactivated vaccines. Okay, in the name only it is given the killed one. Okay, it means that is the vaccine from whole organism that have been inactivated by chemical or thermal means. It means that is the vaccine is killed or that is inactivated. That is the inactivated, that is not producing disease. Okay, that is injecting in the persons to produce the immunity against the particular disease. The common vaccines are examples, that is the hepatitis A vaccines and influenza vaccines. Okay, now third one, that is the polysaccharide vaccines. Polysaccharide vaccines, that is the polysaccharide means sugar molecules are taken from the outer layer of the encapsulated bacteria. Here that whole bacteria we are not taking, the only outer part or small part of the bacteria we are taking, that is the polysaccharide sugar molecule are taken from the outer layer. Okay, that is separating and that is the producing, that is vaccines and injecting in the persons. That is the polysaccharide vaccines. It means the sugar molecule are taken from outer layer of encapsulated bacteria. Okay, the common example is, that is the typhoid vaccines and pneumovax 23 vaccines. These are the examples of polysaccharide vaccines. The next one, conjugated vaccine. The conjugated vaccines are, that is, it means that is a combining or joining. Here the polysaccharide molecule taken from the outer layer of encapsulated bacteria and joining the molecule to carrier protein. It means that it is combining or joining, okay, polysaccharide molecule and the molecule of carrier protein. These are combining and producing the vaccines. Okay, very common example are, that is Haemophilus influenza B vaccine, and that is HIV, and next one meningitis vaccines. Okay, these are active immunizations. Now we will study the passive immunizations. Okay, the passive, already I told, that is the antibodies are produced in other animals or other persons. Okay, they are transferring in the deceased person. Here the passive immunizations are, again it is classified into two types, that is the immunoglobulins and antitoxins. The first one, immunoglobulins, means immunoglobulins are concentrated antibodies. Okay, these are concentrated antibodies preparations given in IM or IV form, which provides short-term protection against the disease. Okay, this is about the immunoglobulin immunization. Common examples are hepatitis B immunoglobulins and human rabies immunoglobulins. And next one, antitoxins. Okay, antitoxins are antibodies that bind toxin itself. Okay, that antibodies that bind toxin itself either cause its rapid removal or block its active sites. Okay, it means that the antitoxins are antibodies. These bind toxin itself and cause its rapid removal or block its active sites. That is called that is the antitoxins vaccines. Okay, very common examples are, that is diphtheria and tetanus toxide. Okay, this is about the passive immunization. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe channel and share and like. Thank you.